Hello everyone, I've got the August tag of the month kit from Laurie Padilla of Piles of Paragraphs to share with you today. So let me just show you the contents of the kit. I've first of all got this lovely note from Laurie. I think that's pretty and coordinates beautifully with the kit. We've got the papers here, a lovely selection this month of greens and pinks. They're all beautiful. We've got the tag base and then these are all single-sided, by the way. So we've got this gorgeous pink and green candy stripe, some text paper here, beautiful William Morris inspired piece, some embossed metallic green, piece of plain pink, polka dot stripe and polka dots, and this swirly piece here, and then we've got some trims and ribbons and things. We've got this beautiful piece of pink lace, that's gorgeous, hot pink metallic organza, can you see the metallic in that, and then this beautiful piece of trim, and then finally we've got this little pretty pink flower as well. I'm pretty sure that's a sticker, but I'll have to investigate further with that. So let me put my thinking cap on and let's see what we can come up with. Right, okay, I think I have a plan. What I'm going to start off by doing is putting some of this candy stripe down and layering it with this pink here. So I know that I want to cut it there like that. I don't want to waste any of this candy stripe, so I'm just going to trim that to start off with. Here we go, we've trimmed that, so at least we've got this piece left. Now let me just make a mark so I know where to apply my glue. I'm going to apply the glue straight to the tag because I just think that that's easier. I'll use my handy dandy glue stick. I'm loving these Pritt ones, they're so sticky. So let's just add a good layer of that, just making sure that we've got plenty, as always, around the edges, and stick that down. So let's line that up with the bottom to start off with. There we go. Love that. Where's my bone folder disappeared to? Never mind, we'll use a lollipop stick instead. And then I wanted this piece on top. Now I keep debating whether to use this one here or the swirly one. I think I like the swirly one. I think it's brighter. I like that. So let's stick this down next. Again, I'm just going to use glue stick for that. Let's pop that down as well. And then I'm just going to give that a trim around the edges. Oh, got glue on the back. Let's wipe that off. I'm just working on a piece of parchment paper here, by the way, as well, just to catch any excess glue. So we're off to a good start. I like how that looks. What shall we do next? We've got that, or we've got that one here. I think I like the green. I think the pink is just overkill, too much pink, so I'm liking that. Can I find a way to incorporate this beautiful lace? Which way round does it go? I think it's that way round. You know, I can never work out which way round it goes. I do think I'd like to trim that off though. Hang on, let's just move that down. I don't like the lace on this swirly bit up here. It's too much, but it does tone down the candy stripe. Does that look off to you? Hang on, let me just grab my ruler. I'm pretty sure that that is not straight and that's going to bug me. So just under 2.5. And it is off. I'm just going to trim this down on my paper trimmer. Now, where do I want this green to go? I really want to use this William Morris. It doesn't look right if it's that way up. And if I layer these, I think it's just covering too much of it up. Could I have it as a tab at the top? Perhaps I could have it here at the bottom. I like that. So we can have this something like that. That's beautiful. Excuse me, I've got a really croaky voice. Hay fever, the weather has just gone so hot here. We have had such a dreadful summer so far. It's just been wet. And I don't know if anybody's heard about the dreadful floods in London and in Germany as well, and, you know, surrounding countries. Finally, the sun has come out for us this week. It's scorching, absolutely unbelievably hot. And we're in for a scorcher of a weekend too, which is fantastic because it really has been horrible so far. What else can I do? I can maybe use those for a tab or something at the top. I like that. I'm going to stick that down. Right, okay, I think what I'll do is I'll just apply some glue here, just like this, and hope that that will be enough just to hold that lace in place. We can always add a bit of Fabri-Tac if not, but I think that will be fine. Maybe we could add some Fabri-Tac actually over the top of these pieces here, which will just give it some strength. Right, let me just flatten that down with my hand. Do I want to ink around the edges? I don't think I do. So I'm going to, oh, hang on, I need to glue this piece down first, don't I? So let's use, in fact, I'll use glue stick for this, and I'll use Fabri-Tac on the other. So, oh, let's peel this off. I could do with a baby wipe as well, just to get rid of some of that excess glue. Now let me just concentrate on this and just make sure I get that in the centre, otherwise that's going to really bug me. I think that looks about right. Where's my lollipop stick gone? Yeah, I'm liking that. Let me just grab a baby wipe and just get rid of this excess glue as well, so that I can reuse this parchment. And I'm just going to use 3 in 1 to stick this down, if I can get it out of the bottle, that is. So here we go, unclogged. And let's just add just a bead all around the edge like so. In fact, what I'll do then is spread this out with my finger just to make sure that it gets some good contact, and then we'll put a bit in the middle as well. So that should hold the lace firmly in place. Let's pop that across there like that. And again, I'm just going to trim. So it's been busy here. Sam, I'm glad to say, has passed his first year of exams at university, which is absolutely fantastic, especially after the fiasco of the exams here last year. So he's eagerly waiting to go back to university for his second year in September. He's gone up to Nottingham this weekend actually to bring some of his stuff back, because we've got to move him out of his flat again. Oh gosh, I remember going through this several times with Alex. He's moving into new accommodation soon. What do I want to do next? I think I want to add this piece of pink. That looks pretty. And then I'm going to add the trim. I do need to fuse this. Whilst I've got my Fabri-Tac out, let's just see if we can deal with this. In fact, what I'll do is I'll trim that off there, and then I'm just going to add a tiny amount of glue just to the end, just to stop it fraying. So I'll add a small amount there. Fabri-Tac, well, I keep calling it Fabri-Tac, it's 3 in 1, you know what I mean. And do I want to glue that down there like that, or trim it off? In fact, we'll do that. Let's add a tiny bit of glue to the back here and just stick that down. So yeah, he's gone up to Nottingham this weekend, and he's going to bring some of his stuff back, and then we've got to go up there and clean the flat and move him out in a couple of weeks' time. So let's just stick this down. So as I was saying, Sam has loved his first year, but they haven't been able to go on campus for most of it, and even when they have, they've only been allowed to go once a week on Fridays. So he's hoping that when he goes back in September, that things will, be returning to some kind of normality. It's so sad for them. I think I'm just going to add some 3 in 1 just across here like this. How's everybody else getting on? Have you got any children that have gone off to university, or grandkids or whatever? The world's a mad place, isn't it, at the moment? Things are starting to lift here. The restrictions are starting to lift, although cases are still spiralling out of control. We're just hoping that the vaccine will save us. Right, what do I want to do next? Now, of course, I always put my tags onto a craft cardstock base. Which way around do I want it to go? I think I like that side there. That is looking really pretty. What do I want to do next? Now, of course, we've got this flower. I'm pretty sure that this is a sticker. So hang on, let's have a look. I've got a piece of scratch cardstock here. I think what I'm going to do is stick it down to that because this will be too flimsy otherwise, and I'm not sure how I want to use it yet. So I'm going to stick that down and then just go off camera and fussy cut around this. You don't want to watch me fussy cutting, do you? Let's see. In fact, what I think I'll do is the easiest way to do this, I think, will be to just trim slightly inside that white border here, like this. Now, of course, I usually add a tab at the top of my tag. I've cut out the stamp from the envelope that the kit arrived in. I've used these before, but I don't know. That with the flower here is just a bit too much. So what I've decided to do is just make a little topper here, a tab, just with the polka dot paper. I think that will look quite pretty. So let's cut this. I think that will be fine. What I'm going to do is just apply a small amount of glue here, and let's stick this down. I might even take it off to the sewing machine and add a little bit of stitching as well. We'll see. So let me just add this. Try and get it centralised, Nina. Otherwise, you know, it's going to really bug you. I think that's about right. There we go. And then we can pop the tag back on. Do I want to add that leftover piece of lace? No, I think that's a bit much. No, not happy with that. And then finally, I think I can just add my flower like this as my focal image, and I think that is enough. Do I want to fussy cut around that flower? I don't think I do. I think I do quite actually like the white border. What do you think? This is where I really wish that you were screaming at me down the screen. Just glue it on, Nina, for goodness sakes. Right, okay, let's just use some 3-in-1 again to do that. Now, whilst I've got my tag weighted down underneath a heavy book, I thought I'd try and do something with some of these leftover bits and pieces. I've cut myself an artist trading card, so 3.5 by 2.5 inches. And let's see if we can do something with these leftover pieces of paper. I'm thinking we can maybe have this, something like that, and perhaps the polka dot in the centre. So I think I'm going to start off by gluing that down. That's glued down, and what I was thinking, I could use the card that Laurie sent me as my focal image. I just love this little image here. I've got my corner rounder just to round off those corners as well. Let's just pop it through on all sides just to make sure that they're all even. So I want that to go down there, something like that. Now, what I'm going to do first is ink around the edges with some frayed burlap. If I can find my ink. That is, here we go, frayed burlap distress ink. Let's do this, just because this focal image here has got more of a vintage vibe about it. So let's give it that vintage grungy look. We'll do the same with the card as well. And then I'm wondering whether I perhaps need to mount it onto something. I'm just going to have a scramble around in my stash and see what I can find. But I think that's going to look really pretty. I've got another piece of lace left over from one of Laurie's other kits. It's the perfect size, so I think I'm just going to cut this down. Let me take that off there because I don't want to cut through my artist trading card. That would be a disaster, wouldn't it? Let me just see where that needs to go. I've got my fabric scissors here at the ready as well. Oh my goodness me, this is fiddly. How am I going to do this? This is quite stretchy. Here we go. Let's do it like this. Oh, good grief. Come on, Nina, you can do this. There we go. That will be fine. And then I think I'm just going to stick that down. In fact, what I'll do is I'll apply some 3-in-1. In fact, I want quite a heavy amount as well so that it actually goes through the lace. Oh, my lid's welded on. What I'm going to do is just apply some all over the background here like this. There we are. And I'm just going to stick that down like that. In fact, what I can do then is apply a bit more to the back. that's the way to do it, isn't it? And then we've just got a really simple artist trading card out of the kit as well. Everything is stuck down now, and I've just got this button which I've just added some thread through. And do I want it to go here or in the middle of the flower? Oh my goodness me, decisions. I'm going to add it to the middle of the flower. I've just added a tiny amount of glue on the back as well, just to make sure that that stitching doesn't come undone. In fact, what I'll do is I'll apply the glue here like that, add my button, and I'm calling that done. So that is my interpretation of the August tag of the month kit. I think pink and green are a winning combination. Really happy that I managed to get an artist trading card out of this month's kit as well. Now, of course, I will leave the link to Lauria's Etsy store, Piles of Paragraphs, in the description box below. But let me just hold up her business card. So she is Piles of Paragraphs on Etsy. There we go. Feel free to pause that if you want to. But I just hope that you've enjoyed seeing how I put my kit together. As always, if you've enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. It really does let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. And of course, do let me know what you think in the comments below. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.